All right, if you're looking for a dose of culture and a deal, dozens of local theaters want to welcome you in for a big show.
That's right. Tommy McFly is joined by several scene setters to check in on our local arts industry and get a preview of the yearly promotion helping to put people in seats at the theater.
DC Theater Week is underway. Think like a restaurant week with events and deals, but more drama. This fall, as the season kicks off, we brought together a great group to check in on the DC theater scene. With Woolly Mammoth, we've got Kimberly Douglas. Love Woolly Mammoth in Northwest. Reggie D. White from Arena Stage in Southwest. And Reginald Douglas from Mosaic in Northeast. Welcome in, everyone.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
All right, so let's get started. Fill in the blank. The DC theater scene is
alive and vibrant.
Ooh, you stole mine. Oh, electrified and ready.
Full of something for everybody.
I love that. Speaking of, looking ahead to the fall, what's getting you excited about the DC theater scene, Reggie?
I mean, I think it's so wonderful that DC's theater community is so rich and so vibrant that artists from all over the country are clamoring to come here.
I think it's one of the things that really sets Washington's theater scene apart is that we believe in new stories and new voices.
Woolly, as well as all these other amazing theaters, are a cultural catalyst to spark dialogue and to have these important conversations. So it's a very pivotal moment in terms of how we are approaching this time in our country.
Do you think some of the rolling back of DEI is actually making theater more provocative? Or is theater as a whole sort of like looking at it as a business going, ooh, I need to back out of that a little bit?
Yeah, it's really interesting because theater has always been the catalyst, the social change maker. We've always been at the fringe of forcing people to look at the dark corners of their own psyche. And what I love about what we do at Arena is we sort of present an arena for audiences to be in conversation with each other and themselves, and to do that in a way that doesn't necessarily leave them, you know, scared of the world that they live in, but leaves them curious. And I think that's our job, and it's an honor to get to do that.
It's really something that I'm hoping, you know, that our theater community really leans into in this moment in terms of just making sure that not just the artists, but everybody that comes and walks in our areas feels very welcomed and also feels the joy of experiencing art and just the social wellness of coming together during this moment.
And the work you see here in Washington goes on to New York, shows that all of our theaters have premiered here in Washington, are now off Broadway and on Broadway. And we need audiences to do that work and to be in community with us.
I tell my New York friends that all the time. I'm like, listen, you snobs.
Yes,
it's on your first. Art and artists really hold up a mirror to the culture, to our people. And with what's going on in DC, it's a strange time right now. What are you seeing as far as the creative process and what's being brought to your doors to present?
Yeah.
Well,
oh, go ahead.
It's in our name. Our name is to be a mosaic of different cultures and perspectives and communities coming together through art. And so we're proud that in our audience and on stage, it reflects the true diversity of Washington, D.C.
Woolly Mammoth Theater Company, we are thrilled to have an answer to America 250, right? Because while the rest of the country is trying to hide from our past, the reality is you can explore the past, but also do it with joy and humor.
And all of the D.C. theaters in Theater Washington, about 80 theaters strong, are all committed to telling the resilience of our history, but also the opportunity of where we can go as one nation together.
Can I ask about the elephant in the room? So the changes at the Kennedy Center. Have you seen, you might have heard about them. Have you seen that? How has that affected your theaters or affected theaters in general in DC?
Well, I definitely see it as an opportunity to embrace the artists that are impacted during this moment. I mean, there have been several from that social impact program that have, you know, where that has been dismantled completely, where, yes, we have the opportunity to talk about where are the needs, how can we collaborate?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, it has loomed so large as a massive cultural institution, but it is just a part of a really rich, vibrant theater community. So if you love plays, if you love musicals, if you love dance, if you love TYA shows, there are smaller local theaters all over the Beltway where you can go and be connected with incredible art. And, you know, like Kimberly and Reg said, we've remained committed to supporting the artists who've been affected by the shifts there, and we want everyone to know that they've got a home elsewhere in DC.
And that's what Theater Week's all about.
Yeah.
Try something new, get a deal, go see events, and fall in love with a new theater, or go revisit one that you've loved forever.
Absolutely.
Reg, Kimberly, Reggie, thank you so much. And with that, we'll send it back to you.